Play? No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. This is the newest member of the Lion backfield, LeGarrette Blount. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford flushed out right. They find some open field here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a carry for Blount. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Out of the gun, Stafford looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. Check. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 46. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Prescott looks to throw on first, escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Kill. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
26.
Prescott now. He's got a man. It's Williams. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season.
And this is caught. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And again, it's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
He had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? And he said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Give me radar. Hey, go here. Hey, tack 32. Tack 32.
To throw on second down is Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Jumbo. 21. Hey, give me that. I need it. Right there.
Here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, 22. 21.
On first down, Stafford here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Kerwin Williams. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Second down, Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. Terrence Williams, the 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
To throw is Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Jumbo! Everyone come forward. 4 down. 11. White. Check. Watch the floor.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They start on the ground with Elliott, and he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Prescott now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. A give to Elliott. He can't get him down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Prescott to throw it. He finds Hearns left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Go to 54, go to 54, line.
The give is to Elliott, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Get out. Here we go, 46, 46.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott dancing to his left. They shakes him off. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Spins past him. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Here we go. 1. 46. 26.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. A dump off to Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
First down, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now it's Stafford, forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Big 20. We're rolling.
Third and 2, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tag 50. White. Tag 50.
On first down, it's Stafford. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
32.
On second down, here's Stafford. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Third and long, it's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
21.
To throw again. Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
They come out here in the eye. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Hey, go here!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Out of his end zone, Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's caught right side. It turns. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's got room. Room to run past midfield. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's go now. Let's go.
A gain of 39 that time.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Hey, tag 58 here. Tag 58.
On 1st and 10, Stafford escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready? 10.
Throwing again. Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game. These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
46. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Elliott. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted,